All right, so we have got some projects going on. Clearly we can see up here that we're in a construction zone. And in my closet is where I was keeping all my computer equipment because it was, for the most part, that was the best spot. It was dust free. Also, I took niacin earlier, so I'm freaking red, man. It helps me out, but with circulation, but dude, I'm so red. All right, so today I just kind of wanted to, with the construction stuff going on, go ahead and I'm actually kind of decommissioning some of my servers and then transitioning to, I'm decommissioning the old servers and then transitioning to a new implementation of the replacement servers. And interestingly enough, I'm hosting a few things. We got Nextcloud, Plex, and then, the supplementary Plex services. Then we had a TrueNAS server as well. So I had, well, let's see. I'll just show you here. So maybe we'll come in a little closer. All right, so it's a super jank setup, man. Everything is jank right now. All right, so down here, I don't know if you can even see, but so we've got one. This is a Dell PowerEdge. What do we got? A T61 or 610. And then this is a Dell Precision T5600. Okay. And then clearly we've got a lot of Dell stuff. And then down here, we've got a Dell PowerEdge R710. And then I've got a Dell Optiplex. What is this? 7040 right here. So these are pretty old. These are all of these are really old. This is the newest thing. That's, So I've got Hyper-V running on the PowerEdge R710. And that Hyper-V is running a reverse proxy server. And then I had Nextcloud instances as well. Reverse proxy to be able to host multiple Nextcloud instances on one WAN, basically, IP. I think I said Nextcloud. I don't know if I said TrueNAS. This is my TrueNAS server here. So this it has 4 bays inside there. The PowerEdge has 6 bays. This one's limited to 2 terabyte drives. This one, I don't really know, but that was a hindrance with that. And then, yeah, so anyways, I mean, we've kind of got a lot of stuff. We've got this going, and then we have this going for the NAS, the TrueNAS, and then this is my gaming rig. And then I moved Plex on this thing too because of the GPU for transcoding. But what I'm thinking is I've got a Mac Mini in the closet, and then, so that's gonna be Plex, and then it's actually going to replace the TrueNAS server for the most part because I've got a lot of Apple products actually. So I'll just set up a file share on there, and then, I've got Time Machine and stuff like that. Anyways, this is just kind of a fun overview of I'm ripping into stuff and reconfiguring. So going into the closet here. Oh, maybe we'll get this light on. That maybe be a good idea. Okay, got this little light down here on the gimbal. Maybe I can turn it up even. I think, oh yeah, baby. It's got a little spinny wheel thingy. So we should be able to see inside a little better now. Maybe, I don't even know if you can see. It's so gross and dirty, man. This is why we're remodeling. But I've got a UPS down here, the battery backup. We've got the Mac Mini right there. And then I got a bunch of hard drives hooked up to a USB hub. It's so dirty. We're making changes, man. We're getting out with the old and in with the new. And then over here, I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if we can see. I've got my Ubiquiti, obviously heavy network here. And then I've got the Apple TV. So the Mac Mini is going to be replacing a lot of these servers out here, actually. And then, so now you can kind of see inside of there, we've got a pretty decent power efficient setup. You know, I feel like that's going to be pretty power efficient. So I'll try to, you know, get these bad boys in the view here. So like I said, we're going to be decommissioning these servers. For the most part, everything's going to be going on to the Mac Mini, the TrueNAS as the network share, and then I can have Time Machine as a backup, which is kind of easy, nice and easy. And then I use iCloud Photos too, so I can make sure that that computer has the full iCloud library on it, you know, so that I've got the local access to the files, which is kind of nice. And then I've got this OptiPlex here, the smaller one, 7040. And then I was thinking of putting Nextcloud on that and then transitioning to from the Hyper-V to a full bare metal system. So load Ubuntu on there and then Ubuntu server and then get Nextcloud installed and configured. I'm just remembering right now that when I do that, I'm going to want to set it up on the network with the domain. So I'm going to wait because I'm actually thinking of hosting that somewhere else because my upload speed is horrible. So it's not too nice of an experience using the Nextcloud as a cloud when it's really slow. So I've got a location that's got fiber with gig up and down. So if I can stick this bad boy out there, that'd be sick, man. Because the cloud stuff, you know, I can access it wherever. The network storage, obviously I want to be here. Anyways, this has gone on a little longer than I anticipated, but yeah, so I'm doing some network changes, and we're going to get the home audio set up too, because I've got a Marantz AVR, and then, not AVR, yeah, AV system. And then, so I'm thinking of putting that back here, and then I can have the Apple TV plug into it. I can have the Mac Mini plug into it, and then I've got a MacBook. I've got some plans I'm excited to show you, because then I've got like a podium, so I can sit up in front of my big screen TV here, like this. Okay, so we've got that. And I've got the MacBook over there, and then I've got a monitor here, and then the TV. So what I like to do is kind of stand with the MacBook, and then I got the big screen up here, and then, you know, so it's like a standing desk. And then when I want to sit down and work, you know, the MacBook will be connected to the monitor, and then the Mac Mini will be connected to the big screen, and then I can use continuity so that I can use the same mouse from the MacBook laptop on the Mac Mini and vice versa if I'm ever going back and forth. So it's actually kind of cool, man. I'm really excited to check it out and then use it. This is the big thing. A lot of the times I would have setups and then I'd get the setup set up and then I wouldn't really use it because it was a setup that I saw someone else had and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I want that. And this is more so a setup of like, how am I going to use this? You know, okay, I like to stand up often. Like I'm working around the house, doing a bunch of stuff, and then, you know, come back and take some notes or do whatever if you're working on a project. I don't know, just kind of interesting. And it's fun, man. I like having fun with the technology and finding out new ways that I can use it to kind of enhance my life experience. And here we go. So this is just one step, one phase of the project.